Hey YouTube guys, I'm making this video because my wife has been driving our 2000 Escalade for a couple years now, and we started to have problems with it not shifting out of park. And like anybody else, I went on to Google and searched everywhere, and there was a multitude of different responses and forums that we went on to try and find the answer, but there was no good video or information to tell me exactly what to do to fix this thing, because I'm too cheap to actually go to the repair shop and have it done. So here's what I found out that I think that can help you guys out. Number one, if it's in park and not shifting out, it seems to be what is called the BTSI, or the actuator. It is right in the steering column, and it stops you from getting out of park. There's also a possibility that could be the stop brake light switch. It's right on the brake pad up underneath the dashboard. I didn't do that simply because I read something that said if you press the brake pad down while in park and the brake lights light up, it's probably not that. Plus, there are a ton of people out there that have said that it is this BTSI or the actuator, the same thing, that is causing the problem in 2000 Escalades. A lot of people are saying that it happens when it gets really hot outside, and I don't know, mine just happened all the time. I just couldn't get it out of the park the other day at all. So there's one workaround in case you're stuck. If you have the car to the on part where it's not actually on all the way, you haven't like revved it, you just have it right in the middle, you can actually pull it into neutral and start the car there, and then you can pull it into drive. That way, if you're stuck somewhere, you can get out of it. But once you put it in park, it's not going back out unless you, again, stick it to the middle part right where the lights and everything are on, but the car is not on. Now, to fix the problem, I will go out to the car and show you in a minute, but you need to have the car totally off, and you're going to have to take apart the housing on the steering column. It's actually really easy. I'm not a mechanic. I do like to do stuff myself, so I'm kind of handy, but this should give you a good view into exactly what you need to do. So one more thing before I go out there, I can give you the part number so you know exactly what to replace if you choose to replace it. I'm going to show you how to solve the problem without replacing the part. Yes, it is possible. I don't know how safe it is, but once you do it, you can pull the part off, and you will be able to start the car without the part on and being able to pull it out of park. This is the part number. You can see this. It is the actuator. Like I said, it's called the BTS, the transmission shift brake interlock. This is the part number for the 2000 Escalade 26097679. Again, I can't really tell if you can see it the way I'm holding the GoPro, but again, the part number is 26097679. The actuator or transmission shift brake interlock. All right, I'm going to go out there and show you exactly what it looks like. Oh, that's right. You can go, if I click on this image, you can actually see what it looks like. So here is your steering column blown out. It's actually part 61. I just know that because I looked it up before. It's right here. So this is what it's this piece, not this whole bar. This is part of the shifter, and it actually has this the part of the shifter coming out the back, but it's this circular cylinder type looking thing, and it comes apart in two pieces. There's also a plug that goes in the top that you'll have to pull out. There's a green and white wire on it. Again, I'll show you when I get out there, but hopefully that helps you out a little bit. Okay, I'm going to start the video here, and just to show you, because I hate when videos show you right up in the thing and you don't know exactly where you're going. So, literally going into the driver's seat, and here's the steering column. I pull apart just the bottom piece, right, that was right up in here, and there's one screw that went right here. Looks like this. And just once I unscrewed that, I just pulled it out. You can see that these side clippies, so you kind of have to push it back and then pop it down. But it was real easy. Didn't have a problem with it. So I'll put that to the side. Okay. And you can see underneath there. I'm trying to look at it. Hold on one second. Okay, so once you get the steering column cover off, you can look in there, but this is not exactly where you're going to be reaching to take off the actuator. You want to go underneath the by the brake pad. So come down here. Now this is going to be kind of hard, but here is the actual part off. Okay, it looks exactly like this, and it is this way once you get underneath. Okay, the best way to know exactly what to pull off is this. I mean, there's nothing else like this green little button looking thing underneath there, and it really, you just press it down. Put this down. Press it down and pull it out, and it's just like a clip. And there's this clip. This clip is on the other side of it. Okay, you're gonna have to pull out both those two clips, and they're stuck on the top and bottom of this, where there's a plug that goes inside, obviously, where you see those two pins, and you're going to be able to pull it out. Once you pop those two pieces out, the clip, there's another one that goes underneath the top here. You just push it down with your finger and then pull it out the back. You know, I mean, you're probably not going to be able to do it like that, but push it down best you can, and then pull it out like this. Once you do that, this is actually still stuck onto another piece that I'll show you up there, and it's in here. You can see there is a hole on top and a hole on the bottom, and it's just over top of that. I literally took this screwdriver and put it underneath and just pushed up a little bit, not much effort, and popped it off, and then it came off, you know, right off the side. Once this is off, you can basically put your car into drive again. All right, so let me see if I can get up under there and show you exactly where it's at. Going underneath, there's the brake pad, right above it. Get this light. There is the wires I was talking about, green and white and a black one, and this was inside that other piece, right on the top. There's the two plugs on that side. So you're pulling it out, like, you know, like I said, push down on this top part. You can see how it clipped underneath there, and pull it out. Here's the other side of it, right here. Or if it's shaking. Oh, I have it pushed back on. Sorry. There's this piece and this bar. Just pop it off. It's really not that hard. It seemed a lot harder than it really was. And you can move it around a little bit. And you start pulling it down, right? So here's the other side of it. Okay? So another piece that I showed you earlier was right on here. Right? And that's where I just like stuck the screwdriver, popped it off both sides. And that's it. I mean, so that other piece is the solenoid that you need to replace. There's like a little nubbin up here. It's a lot easier to see. I don't know if you can see it with this thing. I mean, once you have that piece off, you can just stick this, pop this right back on. It's really not this hard. It's hard to hold the camera and do it at the same time. I'm trying to give you guys a good look into it. Pops. It's that easy. I didn't even realize it was on. It's a little loose. It's on there. I'll show you. Stick the key in. Start the car up. I mean, there it is. I mean, it's in park. Now, you can go all the way, no problems. The thing that I was talking about before too, is if you're stuck and you can't get down there to do this yet, it's, when you stick the key in, it's that first click to like this position, you can get it into neutral and then start the car. This is before you pull off the solenoid, but now you don't have to. It's all set and ready to go. Now, if you want to go and get that part, I believe it was like $98. Get that, chuck this, replace it, and you'll be good to go. I hope that helped. It was a pain in the ass for me. It probably took me about an hour to do, only because I didn't know how to get that part off. But comment or ask me questions. I can pretty much describe exactly how I took it off. It was really easy once I figured it out. So good luck. I hope this helped. I know it's a long